Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today is the first one I've done next to a rail in a very long time. I'm not really sure why these haven't popped up lately, but today, as you can tell from the title, I'm doing a kind of capsule wardrobe video as if I was starting fresh. So if I had to start my wardrobe all over again, these are the core pieces that I would include. These are the types of pieces I would include, or the types of pieces I would suggest to you or to clients when they're kind of wondering where to start, basically. So I'm going to talk through each of the pieces. I'm going to show you examples of different ones as well, and talk you through why I've included them. So I'm going to start with outerwear because that is what's closest to me. I have two pieces of outerwear here and I feel like these would see me through the entire year if they needed to. So my kind of all year, all weather piece is a trench coat, a beige trench coat. Whether your wardrobe's cool tone or warm tone will depend on the colour beige that you prefer. But mine's kind of cool toned, even though the rest of my wardrobe's warm toned. It's been around a few years. Regardless, I love it. It goes with pretty much everything. It makes outfits look really chic, even if it's just jeans and a t-shirt or a jumper and jeans. It looks really good with everything thrown on over, kind of like a jumper and skirt or a dress or basically anything. It's really nice. It's really like work appropriate jacket, kind of smart, but really easy to wear. And that is my spring, autumn and sometimes summer coat, because obviously summer can be kind of chilly in the UK. And when it is absolutely freezing out, I reach for my full length, well pretty much full length navy wool coat. And I don't wear a lot of navy, but I find that because this is completely long down to my beat, if this was in black it just would completely drown me and wash me out. So I think because it's navy it's just that bit nicer. And so although I don't have a lot of navy in my wardrobe, choosing the navy, it completely covers up my outfit anyway, so it doesn't really matter what I wear with it. But it keeps me so warm. It's real wool. I think it has a percentage of cashmere in it as well. I picked this up at a swap shop and it was like the best thing. I don't even remember what I swapped for it, but whatever it was definitely not as vital to my wardrobe as this piece. But yeah, this comes out every single winter that I've had it. It's amazing and I'm still wearing it now even though it's like February. So next in line to outerwear is kind of like that midpoint between, it could be outerwear, it could be like a lightweight outerwear, or it could be that extra layer you need in the colder months. So things like blazers and cardigans. So one thing I would have to include would be a really cozy cardigan. This is a really nice blend of real wool again, just keeps you that bit warmer. I know for people who are vegan, obviously wool won't be an option for them. And you can try things like recycled polyester or even secondhand wool might be a good option if you're comfortable with that. But I just think it's just such a lovely piece. It's nice to as well to have this kind of biscuity, kind of beigey biscuit colour that I've never really had before, but I think the colour really complements my colouring and the rest of my wardrobe as well. And I like that this is in a wrap style because it looks a bit more chic than other cardigans I've had in the past. I've had kind of like chunky knit cardigans with buttons up the front, and eventually they just end up looking a bit sloppy and horrible, and they kind of just get demoted to like loungewear. This is just such a beautiful piece. I do wear it around the house, it keeps me really warm, but I also wear it when I want to feel really nice and chic and dressy. So yeah, really great piece. So the other alternative to that would be a blazer, and I have two options for that. If I'm starting from scratch, I'm not necessarily going to go out and buy a ton of new pieces, so I've kind of included two options here. One would be a plain black option, which will obviously go with a lot of things. It will go with any kind of colour or print or anything that you have in your wardrobe. This is a slightly more oversized fit, which I really like because it's nice to kind of throw on as an extra layer over chunky jumpers like this one here, or to kind of wear with skinny jeans and boots, which is kind of a little bit my style in the winter months. So I really like that. It also looks really nice kind of as this like tailored piece thrown on over kind of like, you know, a more dainty kind of feminine delicate dress. And I think that juxtaposition looks really nice as well. So this can be quite a nice like summer evening jacket. And my printed one is, love this one so much. It literally cost me €3. and I've gotten, you know, a good few years out of it already. And it was secondhand, so it's very old. But this is kind of if you are more of like a print kind of person and you want a statement blazer. It works all the same ways as the one I've just mentioned, but obviously can't be worn with as many colours or prints. But depending on what kind of colour or print you go for, whether it's like a leopard print or a check or, you know, a stripe, spotty, floral, whatever. If it's something that works in your wardrobe, it's probably going to be versatile anyway. But just do think about that when you're getting a printed piece. If I was to start from scratch, I'd probably go for the plain one first, and then this would be my second option. I feel like I'm working backwards here from what I had actually planned in my head, but the next one here is a dress. So this is, if I was to only own like one dress, it would be something like this. It's a long sleeve, it's silk, it's really lightweight, and it's completely like midi, like a really long midi length. It's kind of mid to low calf. Just round neck, really simple, basically, and it's all just a black colour as well. What I love about this is the long sleeve. It kind of makes it easy to wear during the day, because if I want to layer up underneath it, I can wear like a black turtleneck or a black long sleeve top and keep myself warm, because it is silky and lightweight and not the warmest piece. But then in the kind of cooler ones, I don't have to layer up as much underneath it, and then I can stay quite cool even in this piece. I could wear tights and boots with it, but I can also wear like a little sandal. This is the kind of thing that I have worn to work, even though it's 100% silk, and you would think that something like that is like keep it for a special occasion, but I'm trying my best not to do that all the time, because, you know, if last year taught us anything, it's that special occasions can be taken away very easily, and the rest of our wardrobe, you know, it just kind of, if you're keeping it for a special occasion, sometimes gets left behind, basically. So I've worn this to work with tights and boots, a jumper over the top or a turtleneck underneath, and I've worn it on date nights with just like a strappy little sandal, and it's looked good in both situations. So that is the kind of dress I would pick, something I can wear for day and for night and any time of year. And this is only a recent kind of favourite of mine, but a pair of tailored wide leg trousers, if I again was starting from scratch, in whatever colour is more appropriate to you and your wardrobe. But as you can see, this kind of colour has crept into my wardrobe a little bit, this jumper and these trousers, and it wasn't intentional at all, because this was kind of like a random stumbled upon secondhand item. Even though wide leg trousers had been in my head, this particular colour wasn't, but I'm purely drawn to it. But these are just really nice, especially for someone in their like late 20s, early 30s who's, you know, still working, maybe working in an office environment, and wants to just look a little bit smarter. I think a wide leg trouser is really great for that. And for my kind of body type, I like to wear sometimes I like to wear more fitted tops, and if I'm going to do that, like a wider trouser on the bottom. I don't like everything to be too fitted, so I feel like something that nips in my waist but kind of adds shape to my bottom half is ideal. And you could go for a black in these, like I mentioned with the blazer. You could have a black or you could have a print, but I would go for the plain pair first that work in with the rest of your wardrobe. Knitwear is a huge thing for me. I'm going to include this jumper as well, that I think I may have worn in like my last couple of videos. I swear I'm not filming them all in the one day. I do wash this jumper, but I wear it like all the time. It's probably my coziest piece. So I would include something like this, plain colour, really simple, round neck, kind of like that, kind of has that like ribbed, chunky neckline, which I really like, and kind of a ribbed cuff. It's quite long. It's you know, it's slouchy, so it's the kind of thing that you could tuck into the front of something, or you can wear it over the top, kind of baggy. My next kind of essential knitwear piece is a slim, kind of a thin knit cashmere crew neck jumper. Also just that simple round neck, but looks amazing. It's thin, so it can be layered underneath things, and this would look really nice over the top of my black silk dress, or I could wear this underneath one of my blazers. It would look really nice with my wide leg trousers. And as I'm getting into the tops, you can kind of see that these kind of create one really nice sized wardrobe if you're to have really minimal wardrobe. Now I do have these in quite a few colours at this stage, maybe 4 or 5. Most of them, like 3 or 4 of them, are probably neutral, but the black one was the first one I ever got, and it's still one of my favourites. The next thing, and it's only a recent addition to my wardrobe, I wouldn't necessarily recommend this jumper because it's going bobbly already, which is kind of disappointing. I could probably take care of that with a little kind of knitwear comb or something, but something a bit fun, like a printed jumper, printed piece of knitwear, which isn't something I've really had before, but it incorporates all the colours of my wardrobe, all these kind of like beiges and creams and browns that I'm really into right now, but it's all in one piece. So it makes styling other pieces in my wardrobe really easy. So I think it kind of goes nicely with these trousers, even though it's a slightly different colour. Having one of those pieces that has a lot of different colours in it, it's just kind of like foolproof. You can see what other pieces it's going to go with when it has a cohesive colour. The only option I've included for tops is polo necks, long sleeve polo necks. Now, okay, my summer alternative to this would be a crew neck t-shirt, but I couldn't live without my polo necks because I feel like these tend to get worn so much more just in the type of climate I live in and the type of person I am. I'm a very cold person, so I'm generally in long sleeves. This grey one is the oldest one I own. It's probably 6 or 7 years old, and it's still in a really, really nice condition. Or like it's barely even gone bobbly. Like I've had this for so many years. I wear it so much. I wash it so much, and it's less bobbly than this jumper that I got in like January. So, or December. But yeah, so, and a black one as well I think is just a really good piece for my wardrobe, because as I've included a few other black pieces. The grey one, I used to have more of a black, white and grey wardrobe, which is why I got grey. I don't anymore, but I still think grey works with a lot of the pieces in my wardrobe, but I wouldn't necessarily pair it with these trousers. So that's just something to consider again. Like I said, grey, like I feel like black, white and grey can be kind of more cool toned, and then you've kind of got like browns, beiges and creams and the more warmer spectrum. And obviously you can get cool and warm tones of both, but that's just kind of like an easy overall. But yeah, so as much as it doesn't work loads with some of the other newer pieces in my wardrobe, it still works with all my like jeans and anything black that I have. It still works perfectly. Okay, so I have 3 more bottoms. I didn't actually include a skirt in this because I think if I was starting from scratch, I don't need a skirt. I wear them every so often. And I do have a couple of midi skirts in my wardrobe, but again, these are the pieces that I just wear so much more. And if I was starting from scratch, I would have this dress, which I would style up as a skirt with like jumpers and stuff over the top. So that's how I'd work that. But of course I will need some jeans. These are like my favourite jeans ever. They're only like H&M. I got them secondhand, but they're just such a lovely fit. So they're perfect fit for me. May not necessarily be what you would deem your perfect fit. So I think jeans are such personal choice. But these are just high-waisted, kind of snug on the hips and bum, and then a kind of a straight leg, almost like a wide straight leg, if that makes sense. And they're a nice length as well. They're not like an ankle crop. But I just love them. I love the colour of them. They're nice and bright denim, kind of like a vintage blue almost, and it just brightens up the rest of my wardrobe. And they're really comfortable and they go with everything, and I just love them. The next pair of jeans I would include is a pair of skinny jeans. So for me, my black skinny jeans tend to just come out in the winter, but they can be great all year as well if that's your style. It's just not really my style to wear skinny jeans during the summer. I tend to wear my skinny jeans with chunky jumpers, which is obviously why they're a winter staple. But if you can easily style them with a t-shirt and some sandals, it'd be lovely, or a blazer or whatever. But for summer, I'd probably be more inclined to wear my blue skinny jeans. But I think black is a really nice alternative. I feel like for years, black skinny jeans were like my going out trousers as well. So it'd be just like jeans and a nice top was these jeans and a nice top. But yeah, just really simple, really comfy, really stretchy, and that's what makes them comfy. Yeah. Can't really say much more. Black skinny jeans. But between the 2 pairs of those jeans, I've kind of got like my dressy and my casual just sorted. And last but not least in the bottoms collection is a pair of faux leather trousers. Now if these were a skinny fit, I could probably forego the black skinny jeans, but they're not. Generally because I don't find leather trousers to be comfortable in a skinny fit. It's just like, how do you get into them and how do you bend your knees then? Like, anyway, I went on the hunt for a pair of straight leg because I love the look of a faux leather trouser, but I just hated the skinny fit that I had. So I sold them in Depop, just spent 20-ish quid on a straight leg pair of trousers. So again, these are more winter, but I feel like they can carry into spring as well because I live in colder climate, and then they can come back out in autumn. So it's really only summer that I don't wear them that much. But if I was to go for like a night out in summer, I might wear them. This with like a cami top and a nice heel, something like that. And again, they're black, they're in a very neutral colour. Okay, so I've included 4 pairs of shoes, and I feel like this encompasses most of what I need in my wardrobe. I haven't included like trainers for like walking or exercise or anything like that, but that I don't really class them as my wardrobe shoes. Does that make sense? They're more just like lounge, they're more like leisure wear, like that kind of section. Okay, so the first thing I will show you is a black ankle boot. I will wear these in summer also. So these are an all year round boot for me. They have a heel, but it's not too high, so it's really, really comfortable. The pointy toe, which I quite like in this style of boot. It's not too pointy though, so it's not too attention seeking or anything. And I love that it's lace up. I love that detail. It's just kind of cool, and it edges up my looks a bit because I've always kind of liked a little bit of an edgy look, but I feel like in my pieces themselves, like my clothing, I've lost the edge a little bit, except maybe in my leather trousers, my black skinny jeans. But these boots just kind of toughen up anything I wear. So with that silk midi dress, looks so cool with these boots because the boots are cool. This is my second pair of these particular boots. Both bought secondhand, but I seeked them out for so long to replace them because they fell apart the first time I owned them. But yeah, I love that they're high on the leg, really flattering for me. I've got really skinny ankles and kind of no calves. So if I have something too low down, I feel like my shoe looks like it's like too big for my leg. So I like that it's high up and it kind of cuts me off here. But yeah, I'd say if it was a normal year, say in a normal week and I was out and about, I would probably wear these boots 5 or 6 days out of the 7. That's how much I wear them. If I'm not in those boots, I'm in my summer alternative to a boot, which is a pair of Converse. And I love this colour of them because they're not the white pair that would get dirty really easily. They're just kind of like beigey colour. So I only have these a year in April, but I've worn them so much already that you can kind of tell they're a bit grubby. But yeah, basically my summer alternative to a boot when it gets so hot that it's like heat wave hot. I will go to a Converse. Why do I keep saying a Converse? I've never said that in my life. I'll go to a pair of Converse, maybe because I'm only holding one of them, I don't know. Although in my head now I'm thinking I would also include a sandal because obviously when it gets super hot, but if these are my essentials then I can stick with this, it's fine. Goes with everything. I feel like the silhouette is quite similar to a boot because it comes up on the ankle, so it kind of still goes with everything in my wardrobe and also flattering on my own weird skinny ankles. Not that skinny ankles are weird, because if you have them, that's cool. This is just how I like to dress my ankles. I didn't know they were such a considered piece. Okay, next up is a pair of shoes I haven't actually worn much yet, but I'm hoping to wear them when, when I start wearing shoes again, really. A lovely loafer. I feel like it's good to have a nice flat shoe in your collection. And these are kind of like a dressy shoe, really good for work. Just kind of dress up a jeans and jumper outfit. So you could wear jeans and jumper on the weekends. You could throw on trainers, be fine. But if you throw in a loafer, it would just look a little bit more polished. And I like that about it. And I love that these are brown because I don't really wear brown shoes, but I'm very into it lately. So I can't wait to wear these, but I haven't gotten a chance yet. And lastly, I couldn't have an all year wardrobe without including a heel because sometimes you just need a heel and sometimes you just want to feel like a classy bitch, and this is what I would wear. These are like the dupe of the Chanels. They even say Chanel on them, but they're like 100% not Chanel. They even have the little gold C. I picked these up in a charity shop, so I didn't like seek out an exact dupe because if I was going to do that I wouldn't have had a pair with the C on it. I just think it's a bit tacky. But I have them now, so, and they were like £6. So I love these and they go with everything. they're just that kind of shoe that you can throw on again with jeans and a jumper, jeans and a t-shirt, that nice little midi dress, jeans and a cardigan or a blazer, and it just looks really nice, and it's a nice low kind of comfortable heel. So yeah, I could literally run around in these things. The only thing I would say is because they're a slingback, they slip off my heels, but I usually fix that with a little bit of double-sided tape. So there's a tip for you. If you haven't already seen my style tips, I wish I knew when I was younger, or some style tips video, I'll link it up here because I have a few other tricks to how to wear some of your pieces and make them stay on your feet. But yeah, so that is those. So including the jumper that I'm wearing, the shoes and all the pieces here, that's only 19 pieces. But I'm going to do a quick calculation after this video of how many outfit combinations I can come up with, and I'm going to leave it here and show you, you don't need to have tons and tons of pieces in your wardrobe to have tons of options. You just need to have really versatile pieces that go well together. So as you can see, mine's like, you don't have to choose a really, like, to some people this colour scheme is just bland, the lack of print will be bland, that's fine. This is what I like, it's not necessarily going to be what you like, but these are just ideas to hopefully help you get started and to kind of go into your own wardrobe and have a look and see, what are my pieces, what are my like couldn't live without pieces. So if my whole wardrobe was to go up in flames and this is what I was left with, I would be okay. Actually, that kind of makes me feel a bit sad, but I would be fine. I would have plenty of clothing at least. I hope you find this helpful. I will link all my kind of capsule wardrobe building videos below if you want to check out. There's a whole playlist of them, how to start a capsule wardrobe, kind of tips for going through and decluttering your wardrobe and kind of getting you started. So if your goal is to have a little spring clean soon and start a new wardrobe, especially for spring, I can't wait to put together a spring wardrobe. But yeah, if that's your goal, I'll have loads of videos linked in the description, and I'll link at the end of this video. I'll put it on the screen here, why not? And I hope you guys are having a great weekend, and I'll see you really soon.